Welcome back. We continue our conversation about human trafficking with Tara Kozlowski of the Damascus Road Project and Sergeant Matthew Wilson of the Brown County Sheriff's Office. Sergeant, how does Brown County Sheriff's Office work this issue? What do you do specifically on a daily basis?
So we typically work in a couple different ways. We'll be proactive and reactive in these cases. Proactive meaning that we're out there either posting ads or responding to ads on the internet, trying to identify the female victims and male victims in these cases, survivors, and getting them some help. For the longest time, we essentially went after them thinking they were the problem. However, in the last couple of years, we've kind of turned and went towards the buyers in just kind of a new effort to see, okay, will this help things out? So we're actually setting up our own ads, pretending that we are actually the trafficking survivor, and then going after the Johns or the sex buyers in this instance. We used to give out citations. We figured that really wasn't doing anything. So now what we do is we actually arrest them, book them into our jail under a misdemeanor charge. We will then release them eventually. They will then have to go in front of a judge and actually speak to a judge about this. It's not a municipal ticket or any sort of ticket that they can just pay. They have to actually speak to a judge, and it's a misdemeanor charge, so it's on their record, it's on CCAP, that kind of thing. When we do run into survivor operations and we get them, we typically try to look for who is trafficking them. So we'll have multiple teams out there doing surveillance and stuff like that, and keeping an eye out for who is bringing them to the meet location. Is it a potential trafficker? Is it just some friend that's dropping them off? The aftercare of us, we use two different companies not companies, but people up here. It would be the Family Services of Northeast Wisconsin, right, along with iHeartWorld. We use them both. They have on-call staff that we can call 24/7 if we do run into some sort of survivor that needs assistance. iHeartWorld has the trafficking home located in the county where trafficking survivors can go get aftercare treatment, long-term care, that kind of thing.
Are you looking? Are you spending more time looking for people who are vulnerable or looking for the bad guys?
I would say it's probably split 50-50. We do a ton of operations, multi-day operations, just daily operations. And, just because there's not a news media story or anything like that, doesn't mean we're not running day-to-day operations. We're still doing it. It's just on a lower level.
Are we hearing it all, Tara, or is this an underreported crime?
Definitely underreported. I think that's why it's so difficult to really come up with accurate statistics. That's something I'm asked about a lot, is what kind of statistics do you have on trafficking in the area? And it's difficult to get them because it's a very vulnerable thing to say that you were coerced and you kind of fell for it, and now we're involved in this forced into prostitution or exploitation, and it's difficult for someone to feel comfortable to report that and then feel sometimes that maybe someone else could come after them for the things that they're going to say. Is their family going to be safe? All these different things come into play, and a lot of people just have a lot of fear about reporting. So we definitely know that there's even more cases happening than do get reported, especially with males. There are majority right now are victims are female, but there are males who are victims too, and males are actually even less likely to report than a female.
Just this week, Attorney General for Wisconsin's Josh Kaul put out a report about human trafficking, and one of the findings, he said that there's a desire among law enforcement officers, they need training to differentiate between prostitution and sex trafficking. Are you finding that to be the case?
Yeah, and like we talked about before, there's a lot of agencies that don't have a dedicated human trafficking investigator, not only locally here, but also statewide. There's obviously the investigators for the Department of Justice that do it. There's about 6 of them. But locally, you actually have the Green Bay Police Department and ourselves have dedicated investigators, whereas in other smaller rural parts of Wisconsin, they might not even have anybody that's trained on to notice the difference or notice the things of, hey, is this just a girl that wants to be doing this, or is this actually somebody that's out here being forced to do this? So we have an annual, biannual actually training for human trafficking. Every year we have an Internet Crimes Against Children conference that also touches on human trafficking. Plus we as a sheriff's office reach out to the general public along with iHeartWorld and Family Services, go do presentations to basically get the knowledge out not only to the public, but other law enforcement agencies. I know that our 2 local nonprofits have gone as far up like northwest Wisconsin and far out west. So just trying to teach not only law enforcement, but also other volunteer agencies and groups, hey, this is what to look for, and this is not only this is what to look for, but this is what to do when you find them. Because that's a lot of the problem too, is now people have found it, now what do they do with it? You know, now what do they do with the survivor now that we found them? Where can we house them? How can we get them assistance? And that's where Damascus Road, I Heart World, Family Services, all that comes into play, is because as law enforcement, we have it, now what do we do with it? So,
Yeah, they do refer to Damascus Road.
Yep.
Now, how much of a burden has that put on your organization?
Well, we try to help anyone who comes our way if we can. We do have designated people who are continuously going into the Winnebago County Jail, but we also get women referred to us from law enforcement, just people who message us on the internet and say, I know of a situation. So it really comes from, we get referrals from all different ways.
Yesterday was a National Human Trafficking Awareness Day, the President declaring January as National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month. How important is it for a well-known public figure to get behind this cause?
I think it's so important. We had a rally in Oshkosh yesterday, and this was our 10th year holding the rally. And I remember the first year we had maybe 10 people, but now this year the Oshkosh Police Department, they've been helping us now for the past 6 years. They bring their mobile command center out to the sundial. We meet by the sundial in Oshkosh, and now we have had more and more volunteers throughout the community, so it's great to see. It is something that the community is very passionate about. I know that from people all over that I meet that have told me they're passionate about it, or they've seen things happen and they just weren't sure if it was trafficking or how to report it. So I think that it is something the community is very interested in, which means even more, it's more important for community leaders to get behind it too.
We continue our conversation right after this, so please stay with us.